Travis. Oh! Oh my gosh!
Tonight on Prospectors.
What was that?
Nothing will stop Amanda while on the hunt for aquamarine.
Oh, wow. Look at all the aqua. I've got about $1,000 in my hand. Come on, Mountain. Let me have some more beauties.
On the road below, Brian Bussey assists in a dangerous rescue.
We're driving a rig off of this hill without power steering and brakes. Come on, buddy. That's going to be the hard one.
In Lake George, the Doris family digs up some rarities.
Hey, Dad, you want to see something pretty badass?
That is cool. $500 rock, maybe?
What are you grabbing me for?
I got nothing else.
Okay. While Dwayne feels the pressure of a lackluster mining season.
Damn it. I'm afraid if I don't find something to show them, they might quit. Oh, looky here. Look at this. Nice. Damn! Look at that. That's it.
They're Rocky Mountain treasure hunters.
It's Jimmy.
Looking to strike it rich.
Yes!
But the quest for gems comes at a cost. Weather, rock slides, and greed make this a deadly gamble.
Can't cover!
They are the extreme fortune seekers known as prospectors.
I think you're looking up more in the $250,000 range.
Holy cow!
For prospectors, there's nothing better than hitting that gemmy pocket.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude.
They have specialized skills and will share their tricks of the trade with only a select few.
We're in Lake George today. Going to meet Royal, a little boy from California.
Royal is this adorable little boy. He put in a wish with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and he wanted to come prospect with us. So we're really honored and excited to have him do some digging.
Hopefully we'll find some good stuff.
Hi!
Are you the guy I've been waiting to meet? Nice to meet you. I'm glad you come to dig with me.
Hi, Royal.
Digging?
Yeah.
Royal is in remission from stage 4 leukemia. His wish is to mine with Dwayne and the Doris family.
That's an aquamarine from the Blue Rose. Can I get a bam? Bam!
My son, Royal, who's just the happiest boy in the world today. This is his dream come true. He is a little rock hound.
There you go. It's starting to come out now.
Oh, you just pulled out one.
Oh, I didn't even see it. We got little Royal in the hole. Me and him hit it off just like we were old buddies.
Oh, I found a good one.
I think that's going to be a good one. Bam! This is probably my finest day mining ever. But I'm not sure who got their wish today, me or him. Show her that one, see what she thinks about that.
Oh, my gosh, that's a good one. I can't believe that a child has gone through so much and battled so much and is, you know, just wanting to be outside and dig in the dirt.
Whoa, I found a big one.
It's tough on me thinking of what he has faced as a youngster. And, yeah, you don't want to see any youngster go through that. But to get him out here and seeing him digging and finding things, and, you know, just the joy on his face.
Whoa! Now we're doing it. When I seen him start pulling the little crystals out, I knew we had all accomplished our mission. It made his day and made our day, too. Did you have fun today?
Yes.
I had a lot of fun, too. Give me a handshake. How about a hug? I hope he knows he made a friend for life today. I know there's going to be rocks in his future. We couldn't hardly get him out of the hole.
He doesn't want to leave. He feels more comfortable here than anywhere in his life. It's just the most beautiful thing ever.
Over on Mount Antero, it's Amanda Atkins Anderson and her husband and mining partner Travis's first day back to their last laugh claim. They're anxious to get back to their icy blue pocket that produced a motherload of aquamarine.
Wow, look at that.
That's big money.
Woo!
At the end of last year's mining season, just as they were hitting it big, they were forced to abandon the area due to extreme weather.
It's very cold. It's frigid.
As winter settled in over the mountain, news of the famed icy blue brought unwanted attention to their claim.
The show has been a mixed blessing for us. Now that it's public knowledge that there's great aquamarine up there, there's a lot of people up there after it. We have to get up there now.
However, the loose rock and boulders on the trail makes this hike a treacherous one. So for the moment, slow and easy is the name of the game.
Back, give me some space.
Hopefully the access is so difficult, it provides us a little bit of security and keeps that pocket ours and not somebody else's. Hoping that nobody's come and help themselves to it.
Over on Mount White, it's the third trip to the Blue Rose for Dwayne Hall and his novice mining partners, Homer and Ronnie.
Showtime now. Right now, I need to find a shovel real bad.
This is Ronnie and Homer's first season mining in the Colorado Rockies.
The mining's exciting. It's different from anything I've ever done.
They've both made great progress under Dwayne's tutelage.
Good there, Homer. Oh, yeah, look at that. Very nice.
They're starting to see what signs I've used to track these aquas down, and they're starting to recognize those signs themselves.
They've grown wiser and stronger, but not a lot richer.
The worst case scenario to happen at the Blue Rose would be to not find nothing. I'm afraid if I don't find something to show them, they might quit. That rock right there, as big and mean as it looks, I think that's the whole key to the whole thing. It should be right behind it. You can see from these edges right here, that's a huge pegmatite. Big.
Yeah.
We move that big rock and Katie bar the door. Damn, I hate moving these big boulders, but I know there's aquas under there. We got a wedge right here, too, we can put down in it.
I didn't realize we was going to be into moving as many rocks to find something as small as the aqua and all that.
I'm getting to be a nervous wreck just thinking about what's behind that rock. We'll let the most of the weight stay down there. Just pivot it and it should fall right over. Bye, rock. Time for you to go.
Over on Mount Antero, there's a broken down Jeep on the only road up and down the mountain. Upon hearing the news, Brian Bussey left his claim to help out his friend Craig Anderson.
Craig's friend broke down on Mount Antero today. Craig gave me a call. We came up to rescue the vehicle, to make sure this vehicle gets down safe.
The road on Mount Antero is treacherous. It's taken down many a tough four-wheel drive.
I worry about my family and my friends and anybody who comes up this road. It's something that you have to take extremely serious. It can be one of the most dangerous places in the world.
Because of the condition of the road, it's impossible to bring up a tow truck.
I'm afraid she's not going to come down the mountain by herself.
Somehow, they have to get a broken-down four-wheel drive SUV to the end of an incredibly steep, winding, rocky road.
We're just going to have to deal with driving a rig off of this hill without power steering and brakes.
Since the truck won't start, the only forces powering it will be gravity, and in the flat areas, Brian's truck.
And we're going to have one Jeep to pull it backwards up the hill.
Unfortunately, the Jeep broke down on its way up the mountain, so it's facing the wrong way.
And we'll pull it up the hill, and then we'll break loose and start working our way back down.
First order of business, turn the Jeep in the complete opposite direction.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Back on Mount White.
We can't move this big rock. It's a game changer.
We didn't get nothing, did we?
Dwayne and crew are trying to clear what looks like an 8-ton boulder out of the way.
Ready? We're going.
It's important that the boulder rolls down the mountain and clears the entire area, since Dwayne wants to start digging below it.
Here we go. What are you grabbing me for?
I got nothing else.
Okay.
Okay, get.
It's all you, Homer.
Go, Homer.
Go.
Went in the hole. Damn it.
7.5 miles up the winding road leading to the peak of Mount Antero. Brian Bussey and his friend Craig are working to rescue a broken-down truck.
We're gonna pull the rig back, get it aligned to the road, and then I'm gonna take the lead, and we're gonna crawl it out of here. Better check this.
What? That's going to be power steering fluid.
Okay.
Because cranking it without the pump going.
To get the truck down the mountain, Craig must put it in neutral and then coast down.
You're all right. You're all right. You can take it a little bit further this way now. You're on a little better ground.
He has no power steering and no power brakes.
Come this way another 6 inches.
The only thing powering the truck is gravity.
That's about it.
That's about it. Let's see if it's going to work.
Loose dirt and boulders aren't the only obstacles facing them on their trek. First up, they have to coast the truck down the most narrow and unstable part of the road.
Come on, buddy.
Brian's truck is driving in front to clear the way and to look for oncoming traffic.
Yeah, Craig, how you holding out?
I'm good, but go ahead and get moving because I need some momentum.
You got it. You got it. Just do me a favor and put on your blinker when you pass.
His truck will also serve as Craig's backup brakes if Craig starts careening out of control. In other words, he'll have to crash into the back of Brian's truck. One false move, and they could both go over the edge. Over in Lake George, the Doris family is going to mine on a good friend's claim.
Today we're on George Quist's claim. George has had these claims for a number of years, and the agreement I have is to sell whatever we find, and I'll pay him a royalty on the material that we sell.
So far, the Doris family has made some solid finds, but not enough to break even.
Yeah, we only have a couple of days out here. We hope to find a good ammonite and smoky quartz pocket.
It's unusual for the Dorises to have no significant finds this far into the season, and Joe is feeling the pressure.
It is make or break, and I can't have too many break seasons in this business. It's nerve-wracking. We need to do well.
Up on Mount White.
All right, you ready, Homer? Go ahead.
Ronnie is making one last effort to move a giant boulder from their dig site.
Damn it.
The bar broke.
Usually if Ronnie gets mad enough, something breaks.
Steel broke.
I had never seen one break like that. I've been around a lot of crowbars.
Right now, things are not going right at all. So I got to come up with a new plan, and I need to do it pretty quick.
The boulder isn't budging, so Dwayne is forced to reassess the situation.
This is the way I'm seeing it. One thing, I'm tired of moving big rocks. I'm starting to think maybe it's shifting this way.
What's making you think that now?
Well, it's partially the big feldspars down there.
The line of feldspar, along with a mix of smoky quartz, can be an indicator that an aquamarine pocket is close.
I made a decision to go the opposite direction. Go right in here, and hopefully we get to do a little mineral cave diving.
Gotta be something in there. It looks
Well, I ain't seeing nowhere else it can come from.
You got to wait wrong time for that fat lady to sing.
Over in Lake George, the Doris family is anxious to hit it big.
I spent more now in a year operating than I spent on my first house. That's sobering.
Hey, Dad, you want to see something pretty badass? It's a scepter.
It is!
We found what are incredibly rare out here at Lake George, what we call scepters, and that's where a quartz crystal is regrown from the point of termination and above, so it looks like a big club-looking object. And it's a combo.
It is a combo.
See
That's
amazonite?
amazonite coming across.
This is basically the first known scepter in existence with amazonite.
The matrix scepter combo, meaning quartz with amazonite, is the first one we've heard of. Could be, what do you think, 1,000? Huh?
$8 trillion.
Oh, come on.
It's an interesting rare piece, but it's not the one that'll make a significant dent in their bills.
You would think that because something's exceedingly rare, it puts a high value on it, but not necessarily. It still has to have aesthetics. If it's lacking, then the value won't be as high.
We're still looking for the home run.
On Mount Antero, Amanda and Travis are making the deathly steep trek to the Last Laugh claim, where they found the best aquamarine pocket of their lives.
Jeez, holy cow.
Ew.
Oh my God, I can't believe this. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. They spray painted all this orange. They took our poles down, threw them down the hill.
Amanda and Travis's worst fears have come true.
Since the show aired, there's been a whole new crop of claim jumpers. It's hard to tell who exactly did this. He vandalized this whole thing and he stole all of our tools.
Piece of...
By spray painting the area, the unidentified claim jumpers have made it personal. Amanda sees it only one way.
I don't think it's a woman claim jumper up here because they understand that I'm trying to support my family. I don't think a woman would do this to a fellow lady. Disgusting. Look at this. I mean, it's awful.
I hope he comes and pays us a visit today.
On Mount Antero, Amanda and Travis continue to sort through the damage caused by the claim jumpers.
Right here is where we originally hit the pocket, except a good 2 feet up, and they have torn all this out. Who knows what they got? They didn't get everything.
No, they didn't. There's aqua everywhere.
Suddenly, the tragedy is turned into a major treasure find.
Look at there. There's a 3-inch aqua right there.
What? Are you kidding?
No, I'm not.
It looks like the claim jumper missed the biggest part of the vein. That's called karma.
With their amazing find comes the silent danger above the aqua pocket's massive head wall. The more Amanda and Travis dig into it and undermine the supporting rocks, there's a chance the entire overhang could suddenly collapse, killing them instantly.
There's no stability here. If you look up through here, look at that. That's a head crusher. This is incredibly dangerous to do something like this. We have to work fast. We have to get this clean. We have to get out of here.
Over in Lake George, it's the end of the Doris family's first day of their short 2-day mining trip. So far, they've only found one interesting piece.
It's a scepter.
It is!
It's basically the first known scepter in existence with Amazonite.
They've found very little Amazonite, but Crystal unearths another interesting piece.
Be real careful.
Look at this one. It's a bigger casting.
That is awesome.
That's pretty badass.
Look at this. It's a smoky quartz, and then there's this secondary casting of the quartz on top of it.
That's really cool quartz crystal.
Awesome.
Call that one the sarcophagus smoky. That's the mummy sitting in the sarcophagus.
A smoky quartz, which is the mummy, is in the sarcophagus, which is the quartz crystal around it.
$500 rock, maybe?
It is a little bit of money. It's nothing major, but I'll take it.
They're cool, but we gotta do better.
75 miles to the southwest,
I hope this rolls.
on the road down Mount Antero,
If it doesn't, I'll come push you with my hand.
Brian Bussey's friend Craig Anderson is facing the biggest obstacle yet, Dead Man's Curve.
You all right there, Craig? I see you coasting. I presume that's a confirm.
As he finally gets up momentum to make the turn, another emergency stops everything.
Slow it down, buddy. They've got some trouble. Craig, we got a pretty good emergency here. Craig, the crew's having a little trouble.
A truck ahead of Brian and Craig hit an embankment on the turn and is in danger of flipping over.
You guys stay put down there.
It scared me when I saw the Jeep tipped on the road, and I did what I could to calm everybody down and try to get everyone back in a safe position.
Oh, yeah, come on down, Craig. I need you on this one, bud. This ain't a good one.
Jeep's near falling on its side.
Put it in reverse.
I'm so glad the driver chose not to go forward. That would have been bad for everybody involved.
Come on back. It's coming up, brother. Come on. Keep coming, brother. Keep coming. You're all right. Keep coming. Now hold tight right there. You're good to go.
With the crisis averted, it's Craig's turn to attempt the curve in the truck with no power.
Now, you expect me to come down this without up like that, huh?
Which U.S. town is named after a notorious claim jumper? Is it Alexander, North Dakota, Lake George, Colorado, or Marshall, California? The answer when we return. Which U.S. town is named after a notorious claim jumper? The answer, Alexander, North Dakota. The town was named after Alexander Mackenzie, who was called the single most influential person in North Dakota from 1883 to 1922. He was such a political powerhouse that he was able to convince a federal judge to grant him the rights to other people's gold mining claims in Alaska. Mackenzie was eventually discovered, and he was jailed in 1901 for fraud. At almost 13,000 feet on top of Mount Antero.
Boy, look at all the beautiful aquamarines coming out of this icy blue. They're huge. Oh, look at that. They're flying out at me. Woo! I wasn't expecting this good of a day. This is amazing. Look at all these crystals. Wow, Goshenites, aquas, beryl, a little bit of everything.
The day started off as a disaster, but now it's become one of the most lucrative in their career.
Even if it didn't pay anything, I'd still be doing it because they're so pretty. There's nothing like finding a gemstone. You're the first one to touch these gems since they formed, you know? I thought I wouldn't find anything today, so today's really been a good day. Look how pretty these stones are.
On Mount Antero, Craig Anderson, with the assistance of Brian Bussey, is heading towards Dead Man's Curve in a truck with no power. It's a curve that has taken out trucks in mint condition.
You're good. Perfect. You got it. Watch the slide.
Now that they're past the most dangerous obstacles, Brian and Craig can get the Jeep down to wider ground and tow it back to town.
Good job, Craig.
Tell you what now.
That's the hard part. Let's get it out of here and get it home.
That's why they call it Dead Man's Curve, right?
Good job, buddy.
Over in Lake George,
Do you want to cut down through this peg?
the Doris family is still looking for Amazonite, but not having any luck on their last day on the claim.
This is the one we were working. It's just not opening up anywhere.
I'll bet it's dipping down there, so maybe he'll get something out of it.
So far this season, things haven't been going so well. They need to find something fast.
We have a pegmatite, and we've been following this peg as we've been digging in, and it's basically right down here. And so it's not surprising we have the little tiny pocket there. Yeah, that's a good sign of crystals.
Unfortunately, their brief trip is now getting shorter due to a front coming in.
Why, that's coming in.
A little bit of a pocket.
A little bit.
It's small, but it's a pocket, and they have to dig it out before they get rained out.
That's good green.
Oh my gosh, that is good color.
It's a lot better.
That's a lot better.
That is really gemmy.
Tim has found a gem-quality Amazonite crystal with rich green color.
I need
Look at how that glows.
God, you sure you can't find another piece in there?
Even when cut into jewelry, the piece will only be worth a few $100.
Darn, that one could open, but it's just...
Not enough to cover costs. And not enough to make Joe Doris feel good about closing out the claim.
Not what I want to do, it might be what I have to do.
We should probably go. We've had 2 tornadoes already this year.
There is some encouragement because we've got some nice Amazonite color. Unfortunately, we've got some thunderstorms building, and they're moving in awfully dang fast.
Up on Mount White,
the crack's gotten bigger.
The digging has finally begun. So far this year, Dwayne and his entourage haven't found anything of any great worth, and they're almost halfway through the season.
We've been up here several times and hadn't hit nothing, and I was starting to have doubts.
You know, so it was getting kind of frustration for all of us.
Dwayne knows if he can just hit an aquamarine pocket, it'll get everyone's head back in the game. Aquas from the Rockies are coveted.
Colorado aquas got exceptional quality. They're rare to find, and as a rule, they don't get very big.
A couple hours after Dwayne changed the game plan, they're starting to see some positive signs.
Aha, looky here.
This is what we were looking for here. Excellent indicator rock. We got some barrel. Probably on the other end of a pocket from the aquamarine where the temperature and the pressure was a little higher, maybe. Because right now, all the signs are showing that we're either on top of or right beside the pocket. This rock itself is not worth a lot of money, but what it tells us is worth a fortune. It's in here somewhere. We're a couple feet away from it, I think. Let's get some.
Following the signs from the indicator rock, Dwayne spots something big.
I like the look. I like the look. Take a deep breath.
You know what? I ain't even gonna touch this. Y'all get down there and look at it, and then one of you can lift it out. Scoot on down there, you'll see it. See the smoky?
Yes.
Right beside it.
Oh, okay.
Oh!
Hey.
It's a beautiful sight. Oh, God.
Oh, looky here. Look at this. Nice.
Damn!
That's it.
Bam!
Yeah!
Over on Mount Antero, the weather is very different.
It is freezing today. The temperature dropped a good 30 degrees, and we are just, it's blistering cold up here. We're freezing. Storm's coming in behind me right now, and it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Dangerous. Am I too slow for you today, or what? Let's go. Let's go to the claim.
They have to be extremely careful on the hike down. The hail has made the trek more dangerous. The rain also has an adverse effect on the wall overhead.
Ouch, I just got hit in the head with a rock. And I'm not stopping. There's no way I'm stopping right now. Not a chance.
A pocket of this magnitude is rare. So despite the dangers, Amanda keeps going.
Travis! Oh! Oh my gosh! An aqua.
The longer Amanda continues digging under these conditions, the more dangerous her situation becomes.
What was that? Yeah, TommyKnockers are one thing to hear when you're inside a mine shaft that's already supported, but I don't like to hear them out here on the surface. That's not good.
TommyKnockers are the noises the mountain makes just before it falls. The grinding and groaning sounds are usually signs to get out, but Amanda keeps pressing her luck.
Okay, mountain, behave for me.
Okay, I saw a little bit move up here.
Ah.
Boleyn, the court jeweler to 5 Russian czars and 3 Swedish kings, carved a small Art Nouveau-style box from a single piece of Amazonite in the early 1900s. What is the current market price for this piece at auction? Is it A, $40,000, B, $120,000, or C, $240,000? The answer when we return. What is the current market price at auction for this early 1900s Russian box made from Amazonite? The answer, $120,000. The prized Amazonite box stands just below 2 inches, and it includes gold trees set with little rubies and rose-cut diamonds. At almost 13,000 feet on top of Mount Antero, Amanda is in the midst of a monster find. But then...
What was that?
The boulders overhead begin to move.
Okay, I saw a little bit move up here.
Ah.
And right there, and right there.
I just heard it, too.
Yeah, let's get the heck out of there.
Do you want to hand me a bag and I'll throw these aquas in it? I got some last-minute beauties.
Look at that.
It's an aqua, yeah. Woo! Mountain, thank you for giving me 5 more minutes.
With Amanda still pulling out big money from the icy blue pocket.
Come on, Mountain, let me have some more beauties like that one.
The temptation is too great to walk away.
God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, babe.
Very nice.
Oh my gosh.
Up on Mount White.
Bring it out. It's about ready for it to see some sunshine.
Dwayne, Ronnie, and Homer have finally found a nice-sized aquamarine.
Nice.
Damn!
Look at that. That's beautiful. Look how pretty.
Yeah. Look at that. God, I never... Since we went in the opposite direction, we went from $0 to several $1,000s in just the course of an hour or 2.
Do you think that grew all by itself?
Homer, please get the hell out of my way. I got someplace I got to be. Morale around the old crew has come up a little bit. We have stayed after it, and now it's starting to pay off a little bit.
Over in Lake George, Joe and Tim Doris are about to take one of the most important meetings of their lives. For 2 years, Tim has painstakingly been working on reassembling their most prized find ever, the Icon Pocket.
The Icon Pocket is simply the largest high-quality Amazonite smoking quartz pocket that's ever been discovered. To put that thing together would be once-in-a-lifetime achievement.
Joe's goal is a lofty but important one, to sell the entire pocket to one buyer.
We've always had a dream of placing an entire pocket, reconstruct it just like it occurred in nature. Then people can actually see what it used to look like when it formed over 1 billion years ago. If we can achieve that, that would be my #1 goal.
There are few people in this world who have enough skill to reconstruct such an enormous pocket. Tim is one of them.
I really can't just hire somebody out to help me. It takes a lot of skill and patience.
Out of thousands of pieces, Tim starts by finding the 2 that fit perfectly together.
It's very much like finding a needle in a haystack or a needle in a stack of needles.
The family can easily sell it off in pieces for a large profit. But the preference is to keep it all together in one piece in a museum to share with the world. There's one other man who also shares that vision.
Hey, Tim. I got Mark here.
Oh, hey, guys.
Hey, Tim. Wow, look at all the blue. Man.
Go ahead.
Mark Pospisil is a representative for the Perot Museum of Nature and Science in Dallas, Texas. For over a year, Mark has been looking for a donor to purchase the Icon Pocket whole to be featured at his museum.
This is just amazing, Tim. That's incredible. People are going to just go crazy over this. If they don't, then they just don't appreciate enough what...
It is unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
There's still a massive amount of work to be done. This has been 2 years, and this is all the farther we are on it. We're not making any money during this entire process. We have to get it on the market. There's nobody, feeding us, so to speak, in the meantime. There's a lot at stake here. This is it. This is our opportunity to get these pieces put together and sold. We've got to.
This is the key to our future.
On Mount Antero,
Aqua. A Goshenite, too.
Amanda is in a dangerous situation, hoping the mountain will hold together long enough to dig out her aquamarine pocket.
Oh, wow. Look at all the aqua. Got a lot. I've got about $1,000 in my hand. Look at them all.
Yep.
In the bag you go.
Finally, with a massive storm front coming, the conditions are far too dangerous. They must walk away.
Did you see those couple stones come down?
Yes, I did. Yeah, one came down right there in the hole. We need to get the heck out of here.
Yeah, I'm ready to call it.
Yep, it's not worth dying over.
Although this trip was cut short, they're walking away with several thousand in aquamarine.
We got some good stones?
We got some great stones, yeah.
Yeah. Let's get the heck out of here.
Yep.
Up on Mount White, the weather is much better, and Dwayne, Ronnie, and Homer are back in the hole that produced the big aquamarine yesterday.
That looks pretty good, huh?
They haven't found any more aquas, but they're seeing signs that more could be nearby.
Smoke? It's Big Smoky.
Oh, I think we're getting close to it.
That's got a little termination on that Smoky.
Then persistence pays off.
Oh, my God.
What is it? What do you got? What in the world? Holy moly!
Check that.
Look at here, look at this.
In Lake George, Joe and Tim Doris are about to learn whether their dream of selling the historic Icon Pocket hole is about to come true.
We left you with the hope that we might be able to put this whole thing together as a reconstruction.
For over a year, Mark Pospisil has been looking for a donor interested in purchasing the historic Icon Pocket in one piece, a possible investment of $1 million.
Really, the pieces that we display on the Perot are all from private collections. People loan pieces to the museum. My idea was to find a donor to purchase it.
This could be the last chance that I ever have to sell something of this magnitude.
Unfortunately, that is not going to happen. It's not going to work out that way. You know, it's difficult when we don't have our own budget to say we can do this and pull this together.
Yeah.
It's a blow for Joe and Tim. For financial reasons, they can no longer hold back the pocket while waiting for the right investor. They'll have to sell it off in pieces.
You know, the great thing about this pocket that should be said, even though we can't restore it all in one piece, it is going to give a number of collectors the opportunity to own, which is really good.
Yeah. It is a kind of bittersweet situation. The museum turned it down, and yeah, that does suck. But the Denver Gem and Mineral Show, that's like 2.5 months away. Basically, I have that much time to get it done, or at least the significant pieces.
Very appreciative of your efforts, and I know it was a difficult thing from the get-go. Deep down, it does hurt to see it split up because the pocket will never be put together. After the show opens, you know, they're going to drift apart.
It's only going to take me another 3 months of solid work to get done, and
unfortunately won't fit under my shirt and in my pocket, so I guess it's safe. Yeah. I know that he's disappointed in it, but I think it'll work out to his benefit because the sum of the pieces will be more than what the buy-in as a whole would have been. So I think it works out well.
Appreciate it, Mark.
Okay.
Over on Mount White.
Ooh. That tells me I need a bigger hammer.
Yeah.
After coercing his best friend and close cousin into spending their summer doing hard labor, in punishing conditions at almost 13,000 feet,
Go, Homer!
Go.
with promises of finding lots of rare gems and then only uncovering one all season, Dwayne hits it big. And for the first time, is speechless.
You could see in his expression that it was something really big to him that he's never seen in his whole 15 years coming up here, you know, mining. What is it? What do you got? What in the world? Holy moly!
Check that.
Look at here. Look at this.
See that? That's aqua, boy.
Yeah.
That's aqua. Yeah.
That's what we're looking for.
Woo.
Have a bit.
Yeah. You may have it in you.
We made history today because a rock like this, even if you don't know anything about rock, you don't know a rock from a piece of gravel, Ray Charles could see that this is phenomenal.
I mean, look how it's all wrapped. The crystals wrapped around that feldspar.
6 different aquas there all together in one.
Man.
This is not the kind of rock that goes in a private collection. This goes to a museum. I don't think Colorado's going to let this get out of the state.
I can take it to Kentucky and put it in my private collection.
You'll be damn lucky to see this in a photograph in Kentucky. It ain't leaving.
Look at that. That's beautiful. I mean, I think I've done a lot of different things in life, but as far as the unique feeling of it, it was like a grand slam.
15 years I've been looking for this rock. If this is the only rock you found in the whole season, you've had a great season. Our end-of-day value is probably going to be somewhere in the $15,000 to $20,000 range. Most people go on vacation and come back in debt. These guys are going home with more money in their pocket than they got here with.
For such an amazing find, Dwayne has given the aqua a name close to his heart.
This is my best aqua that I've found to date in my career. I named it Royal because of a little special friend of mine I've met named Royal through the Make-A-Wish Foundation. I promised him I would find something spectacular and name it after him. So here it is, Royal.
While Dwayne had one of his most lucrative trips on Mount White, the same could not be said for the Doris family.
All that for a piece of ammonite.
While they found some rare and unique specimens,
It's basically the first known scepter in existence with amazonite.
they have little market value. Add in the one piece of amazonite, and they didn't break even at approximately $1,200 worth of fines. Amanda and Travis completely turned around their bad luck.
Oh my gosh. They spray painted all this orange. They took our poles down, threw them down the hill.
And triumphed at the end of the week with $5,000 to $8,000 in aqua fines in a matter of hours.
Oh, they're flying out at me. Woo! I wasn't expecting this good of a day. This is amazing.
You are watching Prospectors.
We're back.
Tonight on Prospectors.
I thought Grandma said she don't want you licking any more rocks.
I know.
Dwayne's grandson gives the veteran crew a run for their money.
Remember, what happens on the mountain stays on the mountain.
What you got?
Outside of Pikes Peak,
Gosh. Look here.
Amanda and Travis score big with Sherry Topaz
Kind of like that.
and are under pressure to find a crystal clear gem for a high-end customer.
I'm really, really nervous about getting this customer's order filled.
At 14,000 feet, the Cardwells kick off their mining season with an abrupt smackdown from Mother Nature.
We've got gale force winds, but that goes with high altitude mining.
And with no rest for the weary,
Dude, did you see that?
at nightfall,
Right there.
something wicked this way comes.
Right there. What is that? Dude, it moved.
While the Bussey family hunt aquas at night.
Here, Aqua. Oh, yeah. Big old fat one. It's a payday.
They're Rocky Mountain treasure hunters.
It's Jimmy.
Looking to strike it rich.
Yes.
But the quest for gems comes at a cost. Weather, rock slides, and greed make this a deadly gamble.
Take cover!
They are the extreme fortune seekers known as prospectors.
I think you're looking up more in the $250,000 range.
Holy cow!
There's a saying in Colorado, if you don't like the weather, wait 10 minutes. The same could be said about location. In the Rockies, if you move up, down, or across, the weather can be completely different.
Hand up.
This is the first day of the Cardwell family's 62nd year of mining on Mount Antero.
Wind's gonna blow it away. We got gale force winds today, honey. First day.
Yeah, first day.
This very claim was staked by Craig's grandfather. Mining is in his blood. While it might be 80 degrees in the foothills, up at almost 14,000 feet on Mount Antero, it's 40 degrees before the wind chill.
Today, we've got gale force winds. We're on the top of the peak. But that goes with high altitude mining.
Mining has begun.
The Cardwells run one of the biggest operations in high-altitude mining. To keep things running smoothly and effectively, Craig first sets up apparatus that'll help him find prized aquamarine in a pile of dirt and rocks.
What we got here is our two-tier system. We'll fill both reservoirs with water. We'll pump water to the top. We'll kind of wash. Water's your friend up here. You could be standing next to a $10,000 crystal, not even know it.
But there's no running water at almost 14,000 feet, so the Cardwells have learned how to work with the harsh landscape.
It's pretty difficult to get water. Fortunately, we have a glacier that's melting on the front side of our property.
Glaciers formed in the Rocky Mountains during the last ice age about 15,000 years ago. Snowpacks accumulated over thousands of years. The weight and pressure of the snowpacks, along with meltwater during different seasons, froze and transformed into layers of glacial ice. Today, some areas of massive glacial ice remain buried under the ground. The Cardwells dig into the dirt and rock on top of Mount Antero to reach the glacial remnants.
We're going to have about a 4-foot by 8-foot pit. That's going to provide us with the water that we need through the glaciers melting in the sun. Come tomorrow, this will be full of water, ready to go.
In Salida, Colorado,
Garnets hang around in the river where gold is, too.
After making several trips up to his Blue Rose claim on Mount White this season,
we prefer aqua, so we don't hunt garnets much.
Dwayne Hall is enjoying some downtime with his grandson, Justin, at his secret gold panning spot.
Look at that dirt. You see that? Smells like gold. Today is the kind of day you dream about. My grandson and I are out here on the river, showing him how to use a sluice box and gold pan. Ooh, that's good-looking dirt there. See that black sand in it?
Yeah.
That's what we want. Black sand is magnetite. It's real heavy. So wherever you see the black sand, that's where you know to look for gold at.
I love mining, and I love being with my grandpa most of all. Get to bond a little bit better and learn some new things.
Always want to find a bunch of black sand, and this right here, this bend in the river, the gold's too heavy. It can't make it around the bend right there, so it just gets stuck right here. Now, let's pick us out a spot here, then we'll run it through the sluice box.
By teaching Justin about mining, Dwayne can tell whether this is something he'll want to pursue professionally.
Yeah, let me show you how to feed this.
Dwayne will soon have to make a decision on what to do with his Blue Rose claim high atop Mount White.
Black sand and the gold, it'll get trapped in those riffles.
If Justin shows him he is serious about mining, the claim will be his.
This whole thing is specially designed just for this kind of gold. The first year or two, I kept looking for nuggets. That's why I never found nothing. If you did this for a hobby and kept all your gold, how much do you think you would have by the time you're my age?
Well,
enough to retire on.
Yeah.
Also, if you pursue this can give you an alternative to a 9-to-5 job.
Justin is anxious to go up with Dwayne to the claim, but it's Dwayne's decision whether he's ready for his first trip.
Playing with Justin out here at the river, seeing how cold he can get and wet, and seeing how bad he wants it, that lets me know he's ready for Mount White. If it's gold, it won't be on the surface. It's flower gold, but there's a lot of it in here. Next time I go to the Rose, he's going with me.
Just outside of Pikes Peak, Amanda and her husband Travis are back at their Rise Above claim.
Couldn't ask for a better day.
I know. I'm so excited. Today's mission for me is about a certain client. I need to make this client happy. I need to get her the stone that she's looking for. It's going to be about a quarter-sized, eye-clean, gemmy topaz with no bubbles, no fractures. This stone has to be clean. All right, Pick. Let's see some more good things happen today.
This is a new client Amanda hopes will turn into a long-term patron. They've been looking all season for her topaz to no avail.
You got a good-looking front view of that wall down there. I love that pegmatite you're on. So I'm going to come about 4 to 5 feet down right here in this trench. What you got? Oh, my gosh. Look here. Nice. That's where that seam of topaz is meeting up with the quartz. And you can even tell it's peach colored right here. Interesting.
The rock is embedded with traces of topaz and quartz, a great sign they're onto a pocket of topaz.
We're gonna be pulling out some giant crystals today, looks like. Ah, kind of like that. Topaz. This thing is phenomenal.
It is, isn't it?
You get a kiss for this. Ah, topaz, babe. Woohoo!
That is topaz. That's
gorgeous. Woo!
It's really rare just to come up and hit a pocket after 20 minutes worth of digging.
Yeah, these topaz are great, but we really need to keep an eye out for our clients' special topaz.
Across the way on Mount Antero, while Craig sets up the screening system,
stretch our hose back to the top.
His wife, Tracy, has started mining for aquamarine.
Look what we got. Look at that smoky.
This is a beautiful pegmatite with wonderful crystals in it. So we're going to go ahead and beat this up a bit and see if we can't get some more crystals out.
Their friend and mining partner, Bill Hutchinson, is also a geologist. He brings a whole other layer of expertise to the operation.
And we have smokies coming out of the ground. Yeah, this is the stuff that your grandfather would have found.
Oh, that is beautiful. But how far under here do you think maybe the blue would be?
We should be right on top of it here.
But they've dug as far as possible by hand.
This is what the South Knob is known for.
Yeah.
Is frozen pockets. As far as getting any deeper with the heavy machinery, the excavator's bits cannot go through this ice. Even though the pocket's here, the ice has got it hard as a rock.
Before they can dig any further, they need to melt the ice to loosen the soil.
All right, guys, I got the tarp.
Let's melt this pocket.
Easy bake oven.
The black rubber tarp will absorb heat from the sun that will in turn melt the ice.
Let's melt it. Let's see what's under there.
All right.
In 2011, what famous actress's gem and jewel collection sold for a little over $137 million? Elizabeth Taylor, Marilyn Monroe, or Judy Garland? The answer when we return. In 2011, what famous actress's gem and jewel collection sold for a little over $137 million? The answer, Elizabeth Taylor. The collection was known as the Legendary Jewels and consisted of sapphires, rubies, diamonds, and other precious gemstones. It's early morning up on Mount Antero. And Tracy Cardwell, along with geologist Bill Hutchinson, are ready to mine. They're hoping the black tarp left over yesterday's frozen pocket helped it to melt, allowing them to dig.
Come on, blue.
I think we're down into a chamber of clay. That's what it looks like.
So would the blue be under there, maybe?
It could be, but it's not going to happen real easily with the hand chisel.
So what do you need? The excavator again?
I think the excavator needs to come back in.
Go down a little deeper.
It's still too frozen to dig by hand, so they have to bring in help.
Yeah, I think it's time for the machine.
Think? Okay.
Because aquamarine is so fragile, this is a risky move, but they don't have a choice. Bill firmly believes they're close to an aquamarine pocket. They must only apply enough pressure to loosen the ground. Anything more, and they could destroy everything lying beneath it.
We're in the right zone. We're in the right place. We'll get it.
Digging deeper with the excavator helped uncover a few specimens.
Hold on. I got a smoky here.
This is a very nice pocket of so far smokies and iron matrix. These have gone through some thaw cycles to make them break.
That's pretty.
Smokies.
Yeah.
Looks like some fluorite. Looks real similar to the stuff we found yesterday.
Yeah.
Quartz and fluorite are positive signs that aqua should be there, but it is yet to be found. Over on Mount White.
Tell you what, this is a tough hike. The worst thing is it hits you right the first thing.
Dwayne and his partners Ronnie and Homer are heading up to his Blue Rose claim at almost 13,000 feet.
I'm telling you, I like coming down it a lot better than coming up.
Justin, Dwayne's 14-year-old grandson, is experiencing the climb for the very first time.
Justin has heard me talk about the pain train before, but he's never had a seat on it. Once you hike that 5-mile hike, 5,000 feet up, then you know what the pain train's all about.
Man, this trail's not getting no easier today.
Hell, it never gets easier.
I'm telling you.
I keep waiting on the day that it will, and it just ain't coming.
I'm very stoked about this trip up here. Even though I hear these stories, rock slides and stuff, giant boulders coming at you at 50 miles per hour, even though I'm, you know, big and stout and whatnot, I'm still scared.
Damn, it just looks so close.
All right, man, let's get up there and get this done.
Dwayne's got his grandson with the same mental attitude as he has. It's a little Dwayne coming up, I believe.
Come on.
Okay, just hang on, Grasshopper. We're going.
You got too much energy, son. I need some.
Yeah.
You know, the grandson's looking excited, so hopefully, you know, he can show him what we found, and maybe something else will be big in another pocket we look at.
We'll find out today about 6 o'clock how much energy he's got left.
Well, I gotta make sure you guys stay in shape.
Here we go. Up the pain train we go.
A few miles to the west on the steep slopes of Mount Antero.
Out of our way. There's some rocks that need to come off the claim and be thrown down the hill. Not be tripping over this stuff.
The bussies are preparing the claim for an out-of-the-ordinary outing.
All the rain and everything that we've experienced this season, we thought we'd come in here and do some night mining and try to pick up some production.
Night mining, it's really different than being up there in the daytime. Overall, it's a pretty dangerous experience, but I think it's a lot of fun.
We got the 2 benches cleaned off as far as the edge, and hopefully we can come up day or night and be productive. The night mining opens up worlds of possibilities and opportunities. Look at that storm coming over. Probably be a good time to call it a day. Keep your feet under you.
Farther up Mount Antero, Craig Cardwell and head of security Ed Blanco are gathering water from the pit they dug yesterday.
Barely feel my fingers, man. This is brutal. Being in gale force winds, you're freezing to the bone. Old-fashioned but effective. But the drive for the gym pockets will push you through most of that. The water will be used to run our screening operation. What we'll do is we'll truck over some water, probably 50 gallons at a time. It's a very self-contained system, so we'll probably go through 50 to 100 gallons a day.
I'm getting my workout today. Oh, yeah.
Over at the dig site,
Am I even doing anything? I'm tired.
Tracy and Bill have yet to find any aquamarine.
Can't get in there. Get the blue, Bill. Come on. We've been here all freaking day.
We'll pull back on that. We'll see where we're going. We're in the pegmatite, but we're outside the pocket. I think what we need to do is gather up what came out and take it over to the screening station to see if water will expose, you know, what's inside this clay, because look at all the clay.
I know.
Back at base, Craig has the screening system up and running.
Come get this.
Oh, all right.
It's heavy.
Got some good stuff?
Yeah.
All right. So what you got going on down there?
We're into some pocket zones, but the blue's not popping out. No. If we don't hit a major aqua pocket, it's going to be a bummer. That's going to carry us through until the next season.
I'm not seeing much blue today, guys.
High up on Mount Antero, Craig and Tracy Cardwell are sifting through the rocks and clay collected from their dig site.
That's mica.
That's mica.
They're hoping to find prize Colorado aquamarine.
I'm not seeing much blue today, guys. Just smokies, just smokies.
I don't see any blue at all.
No blue.
For most miners, not hitting in the first couple of days of a mining trip is a disappointment, but not unusual. The Cardwells, however, have a very short mining season of 3 weeks, so every day counts.
We've been there all day, and we haven't found any blue today. I've had enough. The wind's picking up. It's cold.
My hands are frozen. All right.
I'm tired.
What do you say, guys? I want to get out of here?
Yes.
Let's wrap it up for the day. Good job. Good job.
They're going to have to end the day with just a few smoky quarts.
End of day value today. It wasn't a goose egg, but a couple $100. Cover the gas for the day. So we'll take it. Tomorrow's another day.
At the top of Mount White,
we're back.
Dwayne Hall, his mining partners, and grandson Justin have finally arrived at their Blue Rose claim.
I'm a rock hound. I've been doing it since I was 11. Love it. Best thing that's ever happened to me in my lifetime.
That's pretty. Mm-hmm. Look at that color.
I thought Grandma said she don't want you licking any more rocks.
I know. Remember, what happens on the mountain stays on the mountain. That was worth licking.
Like that.
Yeah, and we got a whole seam of them. And hopefully we get back in there. We'll have some with aquas on them. I'm really teaching him a lot about rocks. I mean, it's just like having to swallow a textbook in a weekend. See how that peels out?
Yeah.
In the old days, they would find books of mica so thin light could shine through them. And that's what the settlers used to make window panes. You break the window, just pull another sheet of mica off. Kind of like a crash course in man school. For being 14, it's also how to interact with all of us.
Let's go sea level.
Yeah, okay. We're working at it.
This is Ronnie's last mining trip of the season before he heads back to his home in Florida.
We come up here, it brought us together as a family. I think it's been a great adventure to bring us together.
Homer and Ronnie are some of the best people I've ever met, and good to be around, very fun. I mean, they're like family. Well, one of them is family.
See, this is the perfect way for a mine owner to do it. You find the pocket, call in the big guns.
You learn them bad habits.
As long as he's learning them. But you also got to remember, you can't ask them to do something you won't do yourself.
Over on Mount Antero at the Cardwell's base camp, it's family time.
Watch out for the chipmunks. They'll come up and grab them like a football and run off. You gonna make you a s'more, buddy?
Craig and Tracy are finally able to relax after a grueling day of mining.
Gotta turn it real slow, guys. This is what we call a whopper s'more.
You want to try it? No.
The Colorado Rocky Mountains are both magnificent and mysterious. There are many legends passed down from generation to generation.
Yeah,
Have you ever seen any UFOs over here?
I haven't seen any, but I'll tell you a story. It was about my third year mining by myself. A guy was coming out of the mountains. He was like an old-timer. He looked real old and rugged, and he had a pack mule. And he walked by, and he stopped, and he waved at me, and I kind of waved back, you know, and I turned around, and, I mean, it was a split second, turned back, and he was gone. So legend has it that some of the miners that lost their life up here still walk the grounds up here. Wait, did you hear something?
Did you hear something?
Did you hear that in? Wait, did you hear something? Did you hear that in?
Up on Mount Antero at the Cardwell camp, Craig and head of security Ed Blanco are investigating suspicious noises coming from the woods.
I heard it's like sticks breaking. It's bear feeding time, girls. If you hear any branches cracking, stop, look, listen.
Craig's not joking. There are many predators to watch out for in the woods of Mount Antero. As an extra measure to keep his family safe, he hires a professional to stand guard.
Being the head of security for the Cardwells, I look out for bears, mountain lions, bobcats, and clam jumpers. So we got to make sure everything's safe for the kids.
I don't smell any berry. Berry usually stink.
Nothing. All clear. I think it might have been a deer. Elk and deer pass by here all the time, so.
Once we get settled in, what do you say, me and you take a lap, and we'll do some security check, man.
We'll do that tonight.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about, Emma. All good. Let's finish that marshmallow.
On the other side of Mount Antero, the bussies are getting ready for their night mining trip.
This fire feels awful good.
Sure does.
So you guys ready to go up, do some midnight mining? We've got to get some hours on the mountain, and I think tonight will be a good night to go up.
Tonight is a new moon, so in the Native American tradition, it's a beginning of new things. I think we're going to have a lot of good luck. Aquas are just going to be out and walk up there and just start picking them up, guys.
And I got a couple surprises for you tonight.
What, Bigfoot?
If he was up there, at least we'd know he'd be moving a lot of rock. We could use his help.
Dude, did you see that?
Over at the Cardwell camp, Craig and the head of security, Ed Blanco, are on night patrol.
The reason the Cardwells need protection is you get people out there to rob you, and, you know, some gems are very valuable, and these people will do anything to get them.
Right there. Right there. What is that? Dude, it moved. Keep that sucker ready, man. If that's a bear and he comes charging, or if it's a claim jumper. It might be a long night, dude. I know I heard something back here. I'll tell you what, the hair's standing up on the back of my head right now. You're in the middle of the freaking Rockies, dude. Could be anything out here, man.
Over at the Bussy camp, the family is heading up to the claim for night mining.
Let's go up and get in our zone and start getting some stones tonight. That's what it's all about. It's very ominous to be up here, especially at night. It's pitch black. But tonight, because the production time to actually pull stones has been terrible this year.
Mining isn't just a daytime activity. The Bussies have some tricks up their sleeve that often makes night mining a lucrative endeavor.
Looks steeper at night. You guys want to start using the rope?
Whew. The last bear crawl.
Here, Aqua.
Having finally reached their claim, the Bussies use headlamps and the light of the stars to comb the loose gravel for aquamarines.
Oh, yeah. Big old fat one.
That's awesome.
Good job, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Right away, they start hitting, making the trip well worth it.
Night mining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, guys.
Nice. You guys are already in it, man. Don't get no better than this. Looks like it's going to shape up to be a nice night.
Over at the Cardwell base camp,
It's spooky up here, dude. It is very spooky up here.
Hairs on my neck stood up earlier.
Craig and Ed are investigating suspicious noises in the woods.
It'll be a long night, dude. I know I heard something back here. All right, let's go a little further, man. Watch your step. I think we got a bear around here, dude.
I heard something.
It's moving with us.
But at the Bussy camp, the atmosphere is far more positive after a few aquamarine scores. To increase their production, Brian has a trick up his sleeve.
We're all spotting them on the surface, but we've got the plexiglass. Let's try both methods.
Okay.
This is the advantage to night mining. Once we get the gravel separated down to the right sizes, that light directly under it, you're not going to miss anything when it stands out like that.
Oh, yeah. That works real well.
Using a simple angled screen system to filter out thinner dirt, the Bussies are using plexiglass to catch the larger gravel, which they hope contains aquamarine crystals.
Good job. There's the first one.
Yeah, look at that.
Nice.
Keep using lights from both directions.
Oh, there's one.
You're finding them in the dark.
Nice clean bar.
Beautiful. $100 plus.
There's a nice little stone.
Beautiful. And you're scoring some good ones. I think we made well over 1,000, maybe a little more. It's extremely hard to estimate the value of your stones in the dark. So have any of you guys figured out what the surprise was tonight? You've been looking down at blue for so long. Turn around and look. Check out the meteor showers and the stars.
Oh, my goodness, look at that.
Epic.
This is just amazing.
Yes, it is.
Awesome. You can see the stars so well. There's so many of them up there. Don't look like that in the city.
No, it sure doesn't.
Most meteors are made of iron and typically range in size from pebbles to boulders. If they make it to the ground, they're called meteorites, which can sell for thousands of dollars.
How can you beat a beautiful starry night on Mount Antero? 12,000 feet up in the atmosphere with no light pollution and nothing but stars. It's truly amazing out there.
Back at the Cardwell camp,
I think we got a bear around here, dude. It's moving with us.
Craig and Ed are checking out noises around the campground.
Dude, check the stars out, man. Really let you know how small you are. Look at that, man. You can see the meteors.
What a beautiful night. Millions of stars.
Makes it all worth it being up here, bro, right?
Oh, yeah.
Family, friends. Let's go check on my kids, man.
Yeah, check the camper.
I'll never forget today. The biggest topaz pocket I've ever seen.
I'd make a wish, but all mine came true.
Me too.
Amanda still needs to find her new client's special request, and time is running out.
I need to make this client happy. I need to get her the stone that she's looking for. It's going to be tricky, but I think we can do it. You gotta love Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
It's a new day up on Mount White.
I think there's going to be something in this.
Hope so.
While Ronnie and Homer continue working the pegmatite they found yesterday, Dwayne's going back to an area that's delivered in the past.
Getting in somewhere?
I don't know. Should be some little aquas in this little crack right here. I've hit aqua here before, just kind of playing around like this. Perfect little aqua traps. I look like it's quitting right there.
It's not good. Think we need some dynamite up here?
So, I don't like to play with the boom boom stuff. The bad thing about dynamite is for 20-foot radius, all the gemstones will be fractured and broke up just to little itty-bitty pieces instead of big crystals.
Dwayne might not like to use dynamite, but he does have two other forces just as explosive.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, what do you got?
I got a little bit of a pocket showing. You want to grab a couple tools and come up and give us a hand?
All right.
As soon as I seen a couple of different minerals start pulling out, I had to call the guys over.
What do you think? What's it
I
looking
believe
like?
we got something happening here. I got something to show you. Somehow or another, I must have missed this last year. Look up under there.
I see them smokies right there.
Big smokies. And they're big as hot dogs. Size of those smokies up in there, if there's any aqua at all, they ought to be decent. All right, whack something, homie.
How heavy is the largest meteorite found in Colorado? 394 pounds, 682 pounds, or 1.2 tons? The answer when we return. How heavy is the largest meteorite found in Colorado? The answer, 682 pounds. Named for the town it was found in, the Guffey meteorite was actually mistaken for a huge silver nugget by two cowboys in 1907. Up on Mount Antero, the Cardwells are back at the claim and hoping for a more lucrative day.
Ooh, it's freaking cold.
Dude, somebody turn off the air conditioner.
I want to get back in the hole.
I'm gonna get the screen back up running. Oh, you be safe, baby.
Good.
All right, give me a kiss. All right,
Okay.
careful.
Let's get on a pocket, baby.
All right.
Like yesterday, they're breaking into two teams. Bill and Tracy will search the hole for aquamarine, while Craig and Ed sift through loose material at the screening station.
Why don't you just kind of scoop and clean this area out and come across? He's exposing some really nice pig.
After not finding anything on the surface, they've decided to dig even deeper to look for a pocket.
That's where we'll find the aqua.
All right.
This out a bit.
When you find a pocket and you hit the blue, it's just like buried treasure. So when you uncover buried treasure, it's just like, oh my God, you can't even imagine the feeling that you get. It's exhilarating.
As the hours of digging drag on,
Is that blue? No, that's just a reflection.
There's not a single aquamarine in sight, and the ground is still too cold and difficult to break into.
Am I even doing anything?
It's still above the pocket.
Can't get in there.
Over near Pikes Peak, while Amanda and Travis have made some great finds,
Beautiful. Yeah, keep handing them over. This thing is phenomenal. Dope ass.
they've yet to achieve their main goal, to fill an order for an important new client.
She's looking for a big pendant, so I hope to find that for her today. In fact, I'm gonna go back down in the hole and see if I got any luck.
Sounds good. Let me know if you need any help mucking.
They're now under the gun. They've been looking all season for this topaz, but there's not much time left.
We have to leave today, and I'm really, really nervous about getting this customer's order filled. Oh, come on out. Don't fight me. Come out nice and pretty, all right? Oh! Oh! Ooh. Oh, my gosh, it's a beautiful color. Oh, man, hold it up to the light. Look at the face on this thing, too.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my gosh, what a stone.
Amanda has scored a valuable large smoky quartz.
Here, I'll backlight it for you. You see all the way clean through that. Look at that. It's got mud on the back. Other than that, it's flawless inside. This might not be what my client was looking for today, but man, is this a sweet gift from the ground here.
The score is big for potential future sales.
Oh, you want to go to the Denver show, don't you? Yes, yes you do.
But unfortunately, Amanda's client has requested clear topaz.
I have to focus. I have to get back into that topaz pocket and keep working it so I can hopefully get that client's stone today. I've got to. I've got schools coming up for the kids. This means I have to make a lot of money.
Over on the top of Mount White.
All right, whack something, homie.
Dwayne, Ronnie, and Homer have been following a pegmatite in a location that was lucky for him years ago. Dwayne promises the crew he's sure there's something there.
You can hear that thud and tell it's loose. Hopefully that means there's a big cavity up in there.
He's made a million promises since I've known him since we was kids, so that's just Dwayne. But, you know, he always comes through.
Yeah, I'm ready for the grandpa of all pockets.
What do we got going on down here?
All kinds of feldspar. Aha! There's proof.
There's blue. Yeah, I see it right there, sure enough.
That's all we need right there. If the mountain will just show us a little sign of blue, we can do the rest. That right there is the beginning of it. Man, as long as we can see a little sign of blue.
It's a great sign for Ronnie. Since this is his last day with the crew, he's hoping to find something substantial.
It was important for us to have our big last hurrah together because, you know, lives are taking us in different directions, so this was it.
Dwayne also wants to do well for his grandson Justin's first trip to the claim.
The whole crew's got high expectation. I got a reputation. I haven't had a dry year in 10 years. And even my grandson's expecting something out of this. Is that blue right here? Oh, no, it's mica. I'm extremely frustrated, but I know there's a pocket there. It's there, I can feel it.
I hear thunder somewhere.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
That one's almost eye level at it. If it keeps coming this way, it's gonna slap you in the face just like this morning.
Up on Mount White, it's Ronnie's last day.
Ah, here we come. We got the tools.
And Dwayne's feeling the pressure to produce.
I can't go home empty-handed. You know that.
Hey, man. Time's running out. We better do something. I think Ronnie thinks I'm paying him back for some few things.
Poppy, look what I found.
What you got?
I want to take a look at that.
What's he got?
Oh, found that with your bare hands? Look at that. That's a chunk of aqua right there.
While Ronnie, Homer, and Dwayne were digging up rocks, Justin's keen eyes found it laying on the ground.
It's nice,
How
Justin.
big around that was. It was almost bigger as a dime. Look how blue.
There's no doubt about it. Guarantee I'll be up here when I'm 18 mining for the rest of my life.
Oh, bam, bam. I love the kid, love hanging out with him. He's a good kid, and I think he'll make a fine owner of the Blue Rose someday.
I hear thunder somewhere.
Yeah, I did too.
With the storm coming in, they're going to have to call it quits and get down the mountain. But Dwayne doesn't want to give up.
I told you it's a wrap.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I'm going to miss Ronnie. You know, we've always had fun together, and no matter what we're doing, we're going to have fun doing it.
All right, let's call it a day. I'm a rock hound. I'm a rock, and I'll be back.
Near Pikes Peak,
This is a gorgeous piece of topaz.
Amanda and Travis are on the hunt for a clear topaz for a very important client.
The only problem with it is sherry champagne color. I need to get a clear one.
They've been looking all season, and the buyer's getting anxious. It's getting late on the last day of this mining trip.
Here's the topaz wall. Right here, you can even see little bits of topaz flaking off of it. Some of them are yellow and some of them are clear. Oh, it's actually pocketing. What do we have here? Ooh, there's a little pretty piece. Oh, man. Come on, Topaz, this lady needs you. Travis?
Nice.
Oh. Come on. What do we have here? That's the stone I'm looking for. Let me check it for clarity. Wow, that's it. That's the stone. Yep, there's the topaz of her dreams. Right size, right color, right clarity. I can clock out for the day.
And with that, this expedition is done.
We made our clients happy. We got the topaz they needed.
That's amazing.
It is amazing stone.
Good job finding that.
This stone is perfect. No bubbles, no fractures. It was a really good day to be a digger. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
$14,000 feet up on Mount Antero.
Hey, Bill, bring me some of that stuff to wash out of the pocket material.
There you go.
All right.
Bill and Tracy have loosened enough material to finally begin screening.
Smokey, this is how we find everything, okay? Smokey, $50 bill. Oh, good Smokey point.
The Smokies are nice, but it's not what they came for. Still, no sign of aquamarine.
It's really pretty.
The net worth of aquas are needed to offset the cost of such a big operation. In their rough form, aquas are worth 20 times more than smoky quartz. A 25-carat aqua with great clarity can sell for $500, while a smoky with the same carat size will only sell for $25.
We're gonna find something in this. This is the stuff. One last look before it goes overboard. Let's get some stuff going. Spread that out, honey. Spread this out.
Finally, their hard work starts paying off.
Spread it out. Spread it out. Oh, yeah. There it is. Let it lay out on there. Lay it out.
Look at that.
There it is. What we got here? Let me see. Hold it up to the sun. That's what we're looking for. Water's flowing and the blue's coming off the screen. We're excited. Crystal clear blue. There ain't a flaw in this one. I don't know. These are like a couple of $500 bills, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Yes. Way to go, Ed. Stamp that. Woo! Look at what we got off the screening station. We got two beautiful, flawless aquamarines. We got a whole nother bucket to wash, guys. We pulled off a lot of smokies. Oh, look at this one. Nice specimen. Some aquas. Hands are frozen. The winds are still kicking up. And we're going to go ahead and call it a day. Frozen solid, so high five it up. All right.
All right, guys.
What do we have here?
Amanda and Travis hit the biggest jackpots of the week.
Wow, that's it. That's the stone. Yep, there's the topaz of her dreams.
With one crystal clear pendant for their client and a mountain of sherry topaz, the total take anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000.
Oh, there's one.
Also having a productive week?
Oh, yeah.
The Bussey family, collecting nearly $2,000 of raw aquamarine crystals with the potential for over $4,000 if incorporated into jewelry.
Chunk of aqua right there.
On Mount White, Justin scored the one and only aquamarine in Dwayne's crew, worth approximately $100.
Bam, bam.
And the Cardwells are off to a bitter cold, rocky start.
Can't get in there.
They ended up with 2 aquamarine gemstones and several smokies worth almost $1,500.
We'll take it. Tomorrow's another day.
Now I need to find a shovel real bad.
This is Ronnie and Homer's first season mining in the Colorado Rockies.
The mining's exciting. It's different from anything I've ever done.
They've both made great progress under Dwayne's tutelage.
Good there, Homer. Oh, yeah, look at that. Very nice.
They're starting to see what signs I've used to track these aquas down, and they're starting to recognize those signs themselves.
They've grown wiser and stronger, but not a lot richer.
The worst case scenario to happen at the Blue Road would be to not find nothing. I'm afraid if I don't find something to show them, they might quit.
That rock right there, as big and mean as it looks, I think that's the whole key to the whole thing. It should be right behind it. You can see from these edges right here, that's a huge pegmatite. Big.
Yeah.
We move that big rock, and Katie barred the door.
Damn, I hate moving these big boulders, but I know there's aquas under there.
We got a wedge right here, too, we can put down in it.
I didn't realize we was going to be into moving as many rocks to find something as small as the aqua and all that.
I'm getting to be a nervous wreck just thinking about what's behind that rock. We'll let the most of the weight stay down there. Just pivot it, and it should fall right over. Bye, rock. Time for you to go.
Over on Mount Antero, there's a broken-down Jeep on the only road up and down the mountain. Upon hearing the news, Brian Bussey left his claim to help out his friend Craig Anderson.
Craig's friend broke down on Mount Antero today. Craig gave me a call. We came up to rescue the vehicle, to make sure this vehicle gets down safe.
The road on Mount Antero is treacherous. It's taken down many a tough four-wheel drive.
I worry about my family and my friends and anybody who comes up this road. It's something that you have to take extremely serious. It can be one of the most dangerous places in the world.
Because of the condition of the road, it's impossible to bring up a tow truck.
I'm afraid she's not going to come down the mountain by herself.
Somehow, they have to get a broken-down four-wheel drive SUV to the end of an incredibly steep, winding, rocky road.
We're just going to have to deal with driving a rig off of this hill without power steering and brakes.
Since the truck won't start, the only forces powering it will be gravity, and in the flat areas, Brian's truck.
We're going to have one Jeep to pull it backwards up the hill.
Unfortunately, the Jeep broke down on its way. He'll have to crash into the back of Brian's truck. One false move, and they could both go over the edge. Over in Lake George, the Doris family is going to mine on a good friend's claim.
Today we're on George Quist's claim. George has had these claims for a number of years, and the agreement I have is to sell whatever we find, and I'll pay him a royalty on the material that we sell.
So far, the Doris family has made some solid finds, but not enough to break even.
Yeah, we only have a couple of days out here. We hope to find a good ammonite and smoky quartz pocket.
It's unusual for the Dorises to have no significant finds this far into the season, and Joe is feeling the pressure.
It is make or break, and I can't have too many break seasons in this business. It's nerve-wracking. We need to do well.
Up on Mount White.
All right, you ready, Homer? Go ahead.
Ronnie is making one last effort to move a giant boulder from their dig site.
Damn it.
The bar broke.
Usually, if Ronnie gets mad enough, something breaks.
Steel broke.
I had never seen one break like that. I've been around a lot of crowbars.
Right now, things are not going right at all. So, I I got to come up with a new plan, and I need to do it pretty quick.
The boulder isn't budging, so Dwayne is forced to reassess the situation.
This is the way I'm seeing it. One thing, I'm tired of moving big rocks. I'm starting to think maybe it's shifting this way.
What's making you think that now?
Well, it's partially the big feldspars down there.
The line of feldspar, along with a mix of smoky quartz, can be an indicator that an aquamarine pocket is close.
I made a decision to go the opposite direction. Go right in here, and hopefully we get to do a little mineral cave diving.
There's gotta be something in there. It looks
Well, I ain't seeing nowhere else it can come from.
You gotta wait wrong time for that fat lady to sing.
Over in Lake George, the Doris family is anxious to hit it big.
I spent more now in a year operating than I spent on my first house. That's sobering.
Travis! Oh my gosh!
Tonight on Prospectors.
What was that?
Nothing will stop Amanda while on the hunt for aquamarine.
Oh, wow, look at all the aqua. I've got about $1,000 in my hand. Come on, Mountain, let me have some more beauties.
On the road below, Brian Bussey assists in a dangerous rescue.
We're driving a rig off of this hill without power steering and brakes. Come on, buddy. That's gonna be the hard one.
In Lake George, the Doris family digs up some rarities.
Hey, Dad, you want to see something pretty badass? That is cool.
$500 rock, maybe?
What are you grabbing me for?
I got nothing else.
Okay.
While Dwayne feels the pressure of a lackluster mining season.
Damn it. I'm afraid if I don't find something to show them, they might quit.
Oh, looky here, look at this.
Damn! Look at that.
That's it.
They're Rocky Mountain treasure hunters.
It's Jimmy.
Looking to strike it rich.
Yes!
But the quest for gems comes at a cost. Weather, rock slides, and greed make this a deadly gamble. They are the extreme fortune seekers known as prospectors.
I think you're looking up more in the $250,000 range.
Holy cow! For prospectors, there's nothing better than hitting that gemmy pocket.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude.
They have specialized skills and will share their tricks of the trade with only a select few.
We're in Lake George today. Going to meet Royal, a little boy from California.
Royal is this adorable little boy. He put in a wish with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and he wanted to come prospect with us. So we're really honored and excited to have him do some digging.
Hopefully we'll find some good stuff.
Hi!
Are you the guy I've been waiting to meet? Nice to meet you. I'm glad you come to dig with me.
Hi, Royal.
Go digging?
Yeah.
Royal is in remission from stage 4 leukemia. His wish is to mine with Dwayne and the Doris family.
That's an aquamarine from the Blue Rose. Can I get a bam?
Bam!
My son, Royal, who's just the happiest boy in the world today. This is his dream come true. He is a little rock hound.
There you go. It's starting to come out now.
Oh, you just pulled out one.
Oh, I didn't even see it. We got little Royal in the hole. Me and him hit it off just like we were old buddies.
Oh, I found a good one.
I think that's going to be a good one. Bam! This is probably my finest day mining ever. But I'm not sure who got their wish today, me or him.
Sure, that one. See what she thinks about that.
Oh my gosh, that's a good one. I can't believe that a child has gone through so much and battled so much and is, you know, just wanting to be outside and dig in the dirt. Whoa, I found a big one.
It's tough on me thinking of what he has faced as a youngster. And, yeah, you don't want to see any youngster go through that. But to get him out here and seeing him digging and finding things, and, you know, just the joy on his face.
Whoa! Now we're doing it. When I seen him start pulling the little crystals out, I knew we had all accomplished our mission. It made his day and made our day, too.
Did you have fun today?
Yes.
I had a lot of fun, too. Give me a handshake. How about a hug? I hope he knows he made a friend for life today. I know there's going to be rocks in his future. We couldn't hardly get him out of the hole.
He doesn't want to leave. He feels more comfortable here than anywhere in his life. It's just the most beautiful thing ever.
Over on Mount Antero, it's Amanda Atkins Anderson and her husband and mining partner Travis's first day back to their last laugh claim. They're anxious to get back to their icy blue pocket that produced a motherload of aquamarine.
Wow, look at that.
That's big money.
Woo!
At the end of last year's mining season, just as they were hitting it big, they were forced to abandon the area due to extreme weather.
It's very cold. It's frigid.
As winter settled in over the mountain, news of the famed icy blue brought unwanted attention to their claim.
The show has been a mixed blessing for us. Now that it's public knowledge that there's great aquamarine up there, there's a lot of people up there after it. We have to get up there now.
However, the loose rock and boulders on the trail makes this hike a treacherous one. So for the moment, slow and easy is the name of the game.
Back, give me some space.
Hopefully the access is so difficult, it provides us a little bit of security and keeps that pocket ours and not somebody else's. Hoping that nobody's come and helped themselves to it.
Over on Mount White, it's the third trip to the Blue Rose for Dwayne Hall and his novice mining partners, Homer and Ronnie.
Showtime now. Right now.
Up the mountain, so it's facing the wrong way.
And we'll pull it up the hill, and then we'll break loose and start working our way back down.
First order of business, turn the Jeep in the complete opposite direction.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Back on Mount White.
We can't move this big rock. It's a game changer.
We ain't getting nothing, did we?
Dwayne and crew are trying to clear what looks like an 8-ton boulder out of the way.
Ready? We're going.
It's important that the boulder rolls down the mountain and clears the entire area, since Dwayne wants to start digging below it.
Here we go. What are you grabbing me for?
I got nothing else.
Okay.
Okay, get.
It's all you, Homer.
Go, Homer.
Go.
Went in the hole. Damn it.
7.5 miles up the winding road leading to the peak of Mount Antero. Brian Bussey and his friend Craig are working to rescue a broken-down truck.
We're going to pull the rig back, get it aligned to the road, and then I'm going to take the lead, and we're going to crawl it out of here. Better check this.
What? That's going to be power steering fluid.
Okay.
Because cranking it without the pump going.
To get the truck down the mountain, Craig must put it in neutral and then coast down.
You're all right. You're all right. You can take it a little bit further this way now. You're on a little better ground.
He has no power steering and no power brakes.
Come this way another 6 inches.
The only thing powering the truck is gravity.
That's about it.
That's about it. Let's see if it's going to work.
Loose dirt and boulders aren't the only obstacles facing them on their trek. First up, they have to coast the truck down the most narrow and unstable part of the road.
Come on, buddy.
Brian's truck is driving in front to clear the way and to look for oncoming traffic.
Yeah, Craig, how you holding out?
I'm good, but go ahead and get moving because I need some momentum.
You got it. You got it. Just do me a favor and put on your blinker when you pass.
His truck will also serve as Craig's backup brakes if Craig starts careening out of control. In other words,